Over the weekend, the global British company Reebok, which has been owned by Adidas since 2005, has decided to get political honors. Since we all know sportswear is all about politics, they decided it would be beneficial for their business to put out an ad criticizing the comment that American President Donald Trump made to the First Lady of France, Brigitte Macron, who is 24 years older than her husband, the French President Emmanuel Macron. When they met in Paris on Thursday, Trump's comment to the wife of the French president was caught on a video posted to the French government's Facebook page. President Trump is heard saying, "You're in such good shape." The AP also went on to report that he repeated the observation to the French president before turning back to the French First Lady and adding, "Beautiful." The backlash against Reebok has been great, though. It's incredible that by this point in time businesses haven't learned that getting political and attacking our president isn't a wise choice for either your business or your bottom line. Ivanka Trump's eponymous women's fashion line is reporting record sales figures despite calls for a boycott and controversies surrounding President Trump. Since the beginning of February, there were some of the best performing weeks in the history of the brand. Abigail Clem, the president of the Ivanka Trump fashion brand, tells Refinery29 in an interview published Tuesday. For several different retailers, Ivanka Trump was a top performer online, and in some of the categories it was their brand's best performance ever. The news of a sales surge comes after Nordstrom announced in early February that it would no longer carry the 35-year-old's clothing and accessories, citing poor product sales. The move caused President Trump to tweet shortly after the announcement that his daughter was being treated so unfairly by the luxury department store giant. Also last month, Neiman Marcus stopped carrying the first daughter's jewelry line on its website, and employees of TJ Maxx and Marshall stores were instructed to throw away any signage advertising her wares. The Office of Government Ethics recommended disciplinary action against White House advisor Kellyanne Conway after she urged viewers to go buy Ivanka's stuff during a February interview on Fox and Friends. A campaign called Grab Your Wallet, which is critical of the Trump administration, asked shoppers to boycott retailers with any Ivanka or Donald Trump branded products. According to the e-commerce aggregator List, from January to February, Ivanka Trump sales increased 346%, Refinery29 writes. The mother of three announced in January that she would take a formal leave of absence from her apparel and accessories firm after her father became commander-in-chief, saying she would no longer be involved with the management or operations of the company. Clem, a registered Democrat, says she attempts to limit any chatter between herself and the company's namesake. "I really like Ivanka. We're business associates. We're very close in a way, but I want to do this with real integrity. So I feel like, while we're not banned from speaking personally, I think it's easier if we talk as little as possible." Ethics counselors advised that the company cease using images of Ivanka Trump in new promotional, advertising, or marketing materials. According to the profile piece on Clem, the guidance apparently doesn't impact existing marketing materials, such as the company's website. "It's unprecedented what this brand is dealing with," says Clem. "We are really committed to having the brand be separate, even from Ivanka, so certainly her dad is even more distant from that. We're committed to doing everything we can to carve an identity for this brand that is about what the brand stands for and the core brand attributes. And so absolutely, it complicated matters." Of course, President Trump's comment sent hypocritical shockwaves through the unwell psyche of all righteous liberal nuts in the world. All of a sudden a man isn't allowed to compliment a woman. But it's okay if you're a liberal man. You can even sexually assault any woman you want, as their hero Bill Clinton did in multiple cases. And let's also not forget to mention all those times Clinton's DNA ended up on the blue dresses while in the Oval Office. There was no outrage because we all know liberal men are compassionate and they understand a woman isn't just an object to be admired. We know the drill. Please share if you agree politics and business shouldn't mix.